Jeshua to obstacles. Dear friends, I am Jeshua, your brother and kindred spirit. I am here with an abundance of love, that I connect deeply with the love in your awakened heart. You have awakened to a more conscious reality even as you are living here on earth, and that is very special. It is possible to spend many lives on earth without true inner awakening. Because you are always consumed by the need for survival, you are caught in this perpetual struggle. Many of the lives you have led, as a soul on earth, especially in the initial phase of your development here, were about getting used to living in the earthly reality. You are becoming familiar with the energy on earth, with the opposite energies of fear and joy, dark and light. You have discovered the wide play of emotions, in the deepest sense. Shades of dark and light affect your mood, and move you, as a living, feeling being. And this experience is very intense for a soul who needs to learn about being here, because the soul has emerged from more equable celestial spheres. Life as a human being on earth can be very demanding and distracting. It takes a lot of time and life experience on earth to develop a consciousness that is able to allow space around emotions, a consciousness that is able to create a center, an I, that is really free, a self that is more than a plaything for the many emotions, moods, and thoughts, but is founded in a deep center that is connected to the soul. An earthly human does not need to be consciously connected to the soul. One can live without that connection and remain unconscious, because as a human being one is especially busy with experiencing life here on earth. But you are different, in the sense that you have a very clear need to experience your soul, and to feel connected with it, and to live from it. At this stage of development on earth, it is now the time for this connectedness to manifest. It is necessary that the light in people is ignited from within, and that people wake up, that their soul, the eternal spark in them, is admitted into their daily lives, and, in a literal sense, becomes awake and alive. Feel for a moment what that means for you. Have you ever in your life clearly felt that your soul was very near to you, that there is an inner knowing, or a gentle stream of love and encouragement within you? Perhaps a silence in which you quite clearly realized, there is something that supports and helps me, there is something greater than my thinking and my emotions, and this greater reality feels good, but can I trust it completely? The voice that you hear is the voice of love, not an emotional love, but a knowing, wise love. You all have had moments in your life in which you experienced that feeling and heard that voice, such as when you were in distress, or when you were faced with an important decision. Try now to recall such a moment. Remind yourself again of that calm knowing surrounding you, which set you at ease while, with your earthly sensibilities, you had no idea what was going to happen. Your soul lives in that silence, and she wants to descend deep within you. You, humanity as a whole, are enthralled by your thoughts. The mind is a valuable instrument, but it needs leadership, and you have forgotten that. You think you can just go through life with your mind on automatic pilot, but life does not work that way. At this time in evolution, when it is so necessary for the call of the soul to be heard, you are very much hampered by two things. The first is fear, and the second is your head, your identification with the thinking, organizing processes in your life. I want to speak now about these two obstacles. The first obstacle, fear, lives in all of you. Feel it now. How often do you feel tense, restless, busily worrying about so many issues in your life? That anxiety takes on a particular tone, you might say, a vibration in which you are trapped. Fear and busy thoughts often go together, thinking becomes pressured, restless, and worry-filled. However you experience these thoughts, the tone is set by fear, which comes in many guises and forms. I spoke earlier about a fear that is characteristic of the survival mode, the belief that life is a struggle. But you also have to deal with another fear, which is that you are going to break free from the old traditional way of thinking and doing, and realize that you are really yourself, and I connected with your soul. And this breaking free and realization requires that you allow space for yourself. One of the things you fear most is to be greater, and to take up more space. You have forgotten that sense of yourself because a lot of the educational concepts are designed to teach you to conform, to fit in with the rest of society. It is true that there is now more and more individual freedom and originality, but the need to adapt is still very strongly present in most people. Allowing your own I to develop, with your natural impulses, desires, talents, does not happen by itself. In the social interaction with one another in work, at school, in the social environment, there is a sort of alluring compulsion to keep yourself hidden behind a mask, to join in, and to not stand out, to not go against the mass common denominator. There is also the dread of standing out by speaking up, by expressing your truth. But the transition from ego to heart requires that you gradually let go of that fear. You often long to let go of that fear, because you feel that living in fear, by aligning yourself to common expectations, with all their varied obsessions, makes you unhappy, and feel weakened. You want to live from joy and passion, to show your creativity, but that is only possible when you stop trying to fit in, when you truly feel what touches you, and you know the reason why you are here. I ask you to now experience that feeling within yourself. Imagine that a flame or torch resides in your belly, and imagine that presence in whatever way you can. In the element of fire is life, heat, light, but also passion and grounding. The fire in you wants to radiate in a grounded way. Let your awareness come down into your belly, and welcome the fire within you, the creative fire, that is connected to your unique soul. You are special. Every person has special gifts, a unique vibration. Only when that vibration is allowed to be heard and seen, when you no longer feel the need to hide it, can you find fulfillment and happiness in your life. See if you detect or sense, within that fire in your belly, an image of who you really are, or want to be. It can be an image, a feeling, a color, a symbol. Sense what in you wants to flow. See what you have suppressed, and feel the energy of that suppressed part of you, your creativity, flow through your spine from top to bottom. Make yourself welcome, and have compassion for yourself, because your original fire, your strength, your passion, your love, has been suppressed. You seldom even recognize yourself. You no longer remember exactly who you are, and what deeply touches and motivates you. That is the tragedy of many people. They feel caged and trapped in the need to adapt and do not feel good doing that. Yet, they do not know exactly what other options they have. The first step is to again feel yourself, although it is difficult to know right away, at the practical level of action, exactly what you have to do. The form in which to express your unique energy is often not yet known to you. So the first step is to feel where you stand, what you have suppressed, what you want most, your dreams, your wishes without restrictions. What do you feel is missing in your life? Feel it in your gut. Imagine what would happen if you allowed this energy to radiate outward to other people, if you showed your true face, your unique vibration, your talents, but also your feelings, letting others know what is bothering you, if you threw off your masks and were authentic, sincere, and honest. A lot of people sincerely desire that authentic connection, but are thwarted by the social pressure to adapt. Be an innovator. Be a pioneer for this world. Dare to show yourself. You will be doing it both for yourself as well as for others, because being faithful to your unique self gives something to others. You give to them a space to show themselves, and also to deviate from the norm, from what is seen as acceptable or proper. Dare to be free. Every day, let your feelings flow. This brings me to the next point. The second blockage that keeps you from experiencing connection to your soul, and that is the mind. You have been overly trained to approach situations from your head. Already during early schooling, you were encouraged to do so, but also later, in your work, there has been a lot of emphasis on the mental. You have wandered far away from the childlike spontaneity that once existed within you. You are sometimes allowed to be a child in your free time, or when you are on vacation. But this is a very odd situation, because the best of yourself, especially in your work and creative activity, only emerges if you are in touch with your inner child, your spontaneity, your emotions. Still, you are almost obligated to control your emotions in work situations, to be rational, but that stifles true creativity. There is also something else that affects you, and that is what I call the scientific worldview. At one time, church and religion were very dominant in society, and breaking through the dogma and the power of the religious tradition was a good thing. The free and open thinking of the sciences was a revolutionary innovation for humanity. It has brought many good things: innovation, a new way of seeing. But in the end, the scientific way of looking and sensing began to smother intuition, and has led to a very one-sided approach to reality and to being human. Look at the endorsed way one looks at health, body, nature, and emotions. The official, thus the scientific approach, is very restrictive and impoverishes nature. However, that approach has become a part of you. It is not only something imposed from the outside. It is so overpowering that you also look at yourself and your reality in that same way. And this hinders even the connection with your soul, because contact with your soul is something that flows, something with feeling and intuition, and this cannot be proven scientifically. It is often the case that when you make contact with something higher, with your soul, with a guide, with an inner knowing, everything is shrunken down by a skeptical voice within you. You think that the skeptical voice is true, honest, trustworthy. We should not let our imaginations run wild and fool ourselves. But that way you cut off, as it were, an original organ, an original sense, namely that of your intuition. You alienate yourself from your power of seeing, and that keeps you from a living connection with your heart and your soul. Appreciate scientific thought and insight. It has had significant breakthroughs and is valuable, but it is not the only worldview. Do you remember those moments of quiet about which I spoke in the beginning? A knowing that is penetrating and true, even if your mind cannot grasp it. Feel the presence of your soul in the silence. That is where thoughts come to rest, and you can feel the space around your thoughts. Mental activity is not all powerful. There is a much greater intelligence present in the universe and in you, and it is present in the now. Because of your fear, you always want to know more and more things, but the intelligence of which I speak, that of your soul, that is here in the now. This voice speaks in the now and shows you your true feelings and what you have to do, what is important to you now. Your soul is not that interested in external results, in what you will do, in what you are trying to achieve in society. The soul is basically interested in your inner development, that you experience freedom while you live on earth, that you wake up, that you are aware of yourself, and that you feel the joy of that you are not a victim of the powers here on earth, that you really live from your heart connected with your soul. Invite your soul and do not think about it, simply say yes to it. She is the source of your being, she is no stranger. Your soul tingles and bubbles up in you, in all your body cells, but it is your consciousness that determines whether you allow her in, or if you succumb in your daily life to the fear of being different, or of standing out. Call on this consciousness for help. You are not alone. It is precisely in the connection with your soul, in knowing what moves you, what touches and drives you, that you become truly connected to the whole. Maybe you will lose a job, or a relationship will disappear from your life. Maybe your connection with people will change, and also the form of connection. But real loneliness is caused by a brokenness, a gap in yourself. If you are estranged from your own soul, if you live from fear, then you are the loneliest. It is the inner connection to your soul that is fundamental. Dare to be alone, to be different, to strengthening this connection. Dare to show your true face. Trust your feelings, do not let your head decide everything. Take time for peace and quiet for yourself. Even if your emotions are railing loudly, stay with them with a quiet consciousness, quiet and loving, without judgment. Then those emotions will come to rest at an appropriate time. It is through the emotions that you then begin to sense what is really important. You then make contact with the intelligence of the soul, and that is far greater than the mind can grasp. What you do here on earth is important. You make a difference. There is a lot in motion now on earth. But precisely because of the birth of new light, of new consciousness, there is also much confusion and chaos, because the dark is drawn to the light, literally. so do not become discouraged. Your inner path has an impact on the collective consciousness. You create new paths for consciousness by your courage to follow your inner way. You reflect what you truly are by being honest with yourself. You pave new roads for consciousness, so honor and respect yourself for doing that. You are not alone, you are carried by a field of consciousness that is now everywhere on earth. Feel the joy of it. You will be supported. Feel my love. Thank you so much for your attention and your presence here. Utilizing the benefits of this eclipse series, astrologers around the world are proclaiming with wonder and awe the opportunities we are all being given this year due to the extremely rare celestial alignments happening throughout this system of worlds. That alone is remarkable, but because of the shifts of vibration that have taken place within each of us recently, we are being blessed with even more life-enhancing opportunities at this time. During this month of March in 2025, we are experiencing several very powerful influxes of light. The March equinox is always a wonderful opportunity for us to receive more light, and this year everything will be greatly intensified by a very powerful eclipse series. On March 13, 2025 we will be blessed with a total full moon lunar eclipse. On March 20, 2025 we will experience the March equinox, and then on March 29, 2025 this 2-week eclipse series will be sealed with a powerful partial new moon solar eclipse. The company of heaven is reminding us that the 40-day purging process we successfully accomplished during the latter part of 2024 literally transfigured the grossly mutated and tar-like substance of the psychic astral realm of illusion into a gossamer-like transparent veil. That dense star-like realm of illusion, which was miscreated by our fragmented and fear-based fallen human egos, had blocked humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth, from receiving the full benefits of the celestial alignments that have blessed Mother Earth since our fall from grace. Gloriously, that is no longer the case. The full benefit from the rare alignments that we will be blessed with in March of this year, and from now on will now reach each and every one of us unimpeded. Since the completion of our 40-day purging process on the December 21, 2024 solstice, we have all been receiving higher frequencies of prana and our life force through our elevated holy breath. This is a gift from our Father Mother God, the source of all that is. Now, as we prepare for the March equinox and the powerful eclipse series that we will be blessed with this month, the company of heaven is taking us to the next level by assisting our I Am presence to assimilate higher fifth-dimensional frequencies of God's 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity than we have ever been able to safely receive at a cellular level. If you have the heart call to participate in this wondrous opportunity on behalf of yourself and all life evolving on this blessed planet, please join with me and light workers around the world now. And we begin. I am breathing new frequencies of fifth-dimensional light. I am my I Am presence and I am one with my Father Mother God. In loving gratitude I breathe my newly elevated life force and prana. I am consciously aware that with every elevated holy breath I take, my I Am presence is consecrating my thoughts, feelings, words, and actions with light and love and appreciation for my gift of life. My I Am presence is one with the I Am presence of every person on earth. As we breathe our holy breath in unison, our I Am presences merge into one luminous being of light that is cradling Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her within the divinity of our unified heart flames. As one voice, we send forth a clarion call asking for assistance from the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth. Their welcome response comes from every corner of the cosmos, including our Father Mother God, the solar logos from suns beyond suns, the mighty Elohim, and the legions of light throughout infinity. We are one with all of these magnificent forces of light, and through our sincere heart call, they have joyously come to help our collective I Am presence anchor into the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on earth the highest frequencies of our Father Mother God's 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity that humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth have ever received. As we prepare to anchor this unfathomable frequency of light through our holy breath, we accept and know that the light of God is exponentially expanding through Mother Earth's crystal grid system. This influx of light has allowed Mother Earth to ascend into new celestial and cosmic coordinates. Earth's adjusted position in the universe will allow humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth to safely receive the higher solar light codes for the 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity through the portals of the sun's and Earth's lineage. Now, on this sacred and holy day, through the divine intervention of the entire company of heaven now gathered in the atmosphere of Earth, we invoke from the very core of creation the most intensified frequencies of our Father Mother God's 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity that humanity and all life evolving on Earth have ever experienced. As we prepare to receive this influx of light, through our collective I Am presence, our spiritual brain centers are being recalibrated and our mental bodies, superconscious minds, conscious minds, subconscious minds, and physical brain structures are being raised into brand new levels of the enlightened state of Christ consciousness. Now, all is in readiness. Beloved Father Mother God, and the mighty Elohim, we ask that you breathe brand new frequencies of the 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity through the holy breath of our collective I Am presence. With every holy breath expand this divine light through our fifth-dimensional crystalline solar spines, our 12 five-dimensional solar chakras, our acupuncture meridians, our acupuncture points, and our 12 fifth-dimensional strands of DNA. As this occurs, we ask that you simultaneously expand this transfiguring light through Mother Earth's crystal grid system and the new fifth-dimensional crystalline record keeper crystals pulsating within her meridians. Now, to begin this activity of light, I exhale deeply, and I breathe in. I am in-breathing the sapphire blue first solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of God's will, power, protection, and God's first cause of perfection. On my out-breath, this sapphire blue light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the yellow gold second solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of enlightenment and Christ consciousness. On my out-breath, this yellow gold light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the pink third solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of God's comprehensive divine love, oneness, and reverence for all life. On my out-breath, this pink light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the crystalline white fourth solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of purity, renewal, restoration, resurrection, ascension, and the Immaculate Concept. On my out-breath, this crystalline white light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the emerald green fifth solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of illumined truth, healing, inner vision, concentration, and consecration. On my out-breath, this emerald green light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the ruby gold sixth solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of grace, devotional worship, and the manifestation of Christ consciousness. On my out-breath, this ruby gold light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the violet seventh solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of God's infinite perfection including mercy, compassion, cosmic forgiveness, transmutation, liberty, justice, freedom, victory, transfiguration, glory, and oneness. On my out-breath, this violet light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the aquamarine eighth solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of clarity, discernment, understanding, and perception. On my out-breath, this aquamarine light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the magenta ninth solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of harmony, balance, assurance, and God confidence. On my out-breath, this magenta light is secured in the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. Now, I am in-breathing the gold 10th solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of eternal peace and God's infinite abundance. On my out-breath this gold light is secured in the core of purity, in every particle and wave of life on earth. Now, I am in-breathing the peach 11th solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of divine purpose, enthusiasm, and joy. On my out-breath this peach light is secured in the core of purity, in every particle and wave of life on earth. Now, I am in-breathing the opal 12th solar aspect of deity, and the divine qualities of transformation and transfiguration. On my out-breath this opal light is secured in the core of purity, in every particle and wave of life on earth. Now, from this moment forth, these new higher frequencies of our Father Mother God's 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar aspects of deity will expand within the core of purity, in every facet of life on earth, with every holy breath we take. Beloved Father Mother God, Solar Logos, Mighty Elohim, and the legions of light throughout infinity, we thank you for the assistance you are giving to humanity and Mother Earth during this momentous time, and we are grateful for the opportunity to serve all life in this wondrous way. And so it is. Beloved, I am that I am. God bless you, dear one. I look forward to being with you next week. Patricia Cota Robles. Era of Peace. The One. A few words about timing. It is the One. Thank you. Would you speak about what the U.S. government is doing, about money, and all of it? There is so much division, and things don't actually look better yet. Thank you. There is turmoil. This has been mentioned more than once. It was mentioned to prepare you for it. It is here. These are men and women attempting to apply the death blow to a group who has been in control for thousands of years. They won't get everything right, yet their efforts are carrying forward their objectives at a speed unheard of. Maybe, yet so many are being displaced, and even denied, as a result of what is being done. This is the part of the journey that demands involvement and action. The people will stand for what is best for the populace. What you see, in some cases, is a new face on an old issue: discrimination. I see that. What I am asking is this. When does the money get better? When does the war stop? When does discrimination end? When do we live as equals for us all? When is there peace? Forgiveness? Prosperity? When? We've spoken of this. Yes, but it is insane right now. Perhaps a reminder. And some hope. We are human after all. It is best for you to remain in a place of neutrality in places where opinions abound. The slashing out of right and wrong is like the big splash before the finale. All the cards will be on the table right before the game is called. That is a guarantee. Yet so many are hidden still now, in 2025. There was expectation that we'd be done by now. Expectations that involve multiple participants are most often wrong. This is one thing we've also spoken of. You are freeing a planet of many billions, and you are doing it yourselves. An admirable feat. The exit is guaranteed. The timing of it isn't. So many parts are interconnected, and affect each other 24/7. There are rapid accelerations as well as sudden stops. In spite of that, the movement is forever headed towards New Earth. This is a place of peace, prosperity, and artistry. I'm not sure what artistry refers to here. The ability and pull towards creative acts. What is opening inside your DNA now is brilliance. The creativity impulse is very powerful. You have seen genius erupt in several individual humans. Imagine a global pulse of brilliance and passion unfettered by monetary slavery, control, and corruption. Your new Earth is a place of freedom. Its full emergence is decades from now. Yet, it shows up already in small pockets and places. Your creativity is more effective than you realize. The energy here now only increases its potency, pushing it forward. You want to know when? I tell you, it is happening now. As each of you with eyes to see it, hold it in your sights, it expands. It has no choice but to. It is law. So, no date will be given. Predictions on a linear calendar are fruitless enterprises. They cause frustration. They force you to focus on something unreal. That unreal thing is time. It's all energy, Sophia. As you fully grasp that concept, you will more greatly appreciate your power to influence events. Focus away from what you do not choose, and towards what you desire. This moves mountains. Mountains, Sophia. You approach now the final hand to be played in this exit game. It is when everyone must show their hands, cards. It's one of the rules. Everyone then sees what the players have been holding. Then, choices are made. It is upon you to hold fast your visions of New Earth. Your beliefs and intentions have as much to do with its, New Earth's, speed of arrival as the major players do. They are attempting now to steer the energy. That's how this game works. You are actually the players. You move in accordance with where you think it is best to go. The players are directing the velocity of your game board. They move things around, light some things up, and darken others. Build up some things and destroy others. All to get you to go where it is they want you to go. The Great Awakening finally happens when humanity realizes who is moving who. That is the 0 point moment when everything changes. Thank you. Source: AOfflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.